Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really quick and easy bulky beanie for 3 to 6 months. Now I have a little one here. This one is for 0 to 3 months, and I do have a video for this up already as well. I will put the link in the description box below, and I'll also have a hat for 6 to 12 months, 12 to 18, and then I have a child size and an adult. So I will put all the links in the description box below if you need to make a different size, but today we are going to do 3 to 6 months, and the height of that hat will be approximately 6 to 7 inches, and the circumference will be about 14 to 16 inches depending on your yarn and how tightly or loosely you crochet. All right, so what you will need is a size 5 yarn, and today I'm going to use this Charisma Tweed, and this is from Loops and Threads, and let's see, the color is Sweet Dreams. I've already used some of this, so I'm just going to use the rest here, and you'll need about 50 yards. And then we will use an 8mm hook, and you'll need some scissors and a yarn needle to sew in your ends. And then if you want to use poms, you can do 2 poms, 1, you can just leave it as a beanie without any poms, or make your own with yarn. And that's what you will need. If you don't have a size 5 yarn, you can hold 2 size 4 pieces together and it will equal about the same. Or if you have a size 6 yarn, you can use that, but maybe go down to a 7mm hook if you're using a 6 yarn, just so that it's not too big. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I just want to mention, I know that I sound nasally. People always let me know in the comments that I have issues with my sinuses. So that's just how I sound. If it's too annoying for you, you can put me on mute. I will put everything on the screen that you need to know for this pattern. And also, if I'm going too quickly or too slowly for you, you can change that in your settings. Just go into your settings and change the speed of the video. You can speed it up, you can slow it down, and also you can just push pause if you need to catch up throughout. All right, so those are just some options for you. And we are going to start with a magic circle. So if you're not familiar with that and you need a little bit more time, I do have a video for it that explains it a little better. And you can, I'll put a card up here. You can just click on that and go learn and come back. I will show you how to do it here quickly as well. And if you don't like magic circles, I swear I used to hate them, but this way is really easy. It always stays. You can also just chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain if you'd rather, and that will also make a circle for you. But this is how I'm going to do it. So just put your yarn over your fingers like this, and we're going to wrap it around to make an X in the back of our hand here, or the front of our hand I should say. And you can just kind of hold it down with your pinky there, and then we will take our hook and go underneath this piece, and we're going to pull on this piece here and just kind of twist it so that you have a magic circle there. And you can pull this off your hand here if you'd like, but we're going to chain 1. So I just go underneath this piece right here and do my chain 1. And then it secures it a little bit better. You can pull it off your hand and you should have a circle. And you can pull on this to tighten it up a little bit. Right, but like I said, if you need more help, I will also have that link in the description box, or you can click that card that I had up. Okay, so from here we are going to chain up 1 more because we need to chain 2 to start. And we're going to do 11 double crochet right inside this circle. So just go right into the circle and we're going to do 11 double crochet. That chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Okay, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can pull that if you need. 9, 10, and 11. And then you'll want to pull your circle all the way closed. Pull it as tight as you can there. It should close up nicely. And we're going to slip stitch into the very first stitch that we made. So you're not going to want to slip stitch into that chain 2, but the very first stitch. So if you need to count back, count your stitches to make sure that you have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and slip stitch into that first one. If you're a beginner, definitely make sure you're always counting your stitches because you will save yourself a lot of hassle. All right, for round 2, we're going to chain up 2, and we're going to increase in every stitch around. So we will do 2 double crochet in every stitch around, starting with this very first one. Now this does not count as your double crochet or a stitch, so we're going to place 2 double crochet right into that very first stitch. And then we will do the same for every stitch around. 2 double crochet into this one, and the next, and the next. So I'll let you go ahead and do that off camera by yourself. You can pause the video and finish yours up, and we will have 22 stitches after round 2. I'll see you right back. And at the end of round 2, we will slip stitch to the very top of the first double crochet that we made. And there we are. So let's move on to round 3. We're going to chain up 2, and we're going to do a double crochet in the very first stitch, and then we will increase in the stitch after. So do 2 double crochet in the next. And that is the repeat pattern all the way around. We will do 1 double crochet, and then in the next stitch we'll do 2 double crochet. And you'll repeat that all the way around, and at the end of round 3 you will have 33 stitches. So go ahead and pause the video, and I'll see you after round 3. Coming up to the end of round 3 here, and I have 1 stitch left, and you should end with an increase, just so you know. And it's always good to count your stitches, like I said, because sometimes, you know, especially when you're a beginner, you see this when you come back around and you think, oh, do I have to go in there? Is that a stitch? But that's actually our slip stitch from the round before. So if you count your stitches, you should be good to go. All right, and then we will slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet, and we'll have 33 stitches. All right, so for rounds 4 through 7, we're going to do the same thing. For each of those rounds, we're going to chain up 2, and we'll do just 1 double crochet in every stitch around. So this is round 4. We're going to do this for 4, 5, 6, and 7. And at the end of each round, you will slip stitch to the first and chain up 2, and then start the next one. Okay, and I'm just going to stay on here for a minute here. But I just want to say thanks for watching, and I appreciate you being here. And for anybody that's subscribed, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. I like to try and help people through YouTube because that's basically how I learned how to crochet. So I have a lot of tutorials up if you'd like to stick around and check out some of the other ones. I have almost 200 at this point, and I'm always adding more. But I have all kinds of things, not just hats and scarves, but decor and plushies and gifts and gag gifts and just all different kinds of things. So I'd love for you to check those out. And also, when you're done making this, if you'd like to leave a comment below, I do read all the comments. I reply to everybody, and I like to hear how it worked out for you or who you made it for, what yarns, what colors. All of those things always make me happy to read. So please take a minute to leave a comment, subscribe if you'd like, and if you could like the video, that helps. I don't know, this silly algorithm with YouTube. I hate to have to be a part of, you know, asking people to do these things, but that's just how it works. It doesn't put your content in front of people if you don't get much engagement. So any kind of engagement is helpful so that I can keep producing content that will be helpful for others. All right, so we're getting to the end of round 4 here. And if yours is flipping this way, you can just flip it back. All right, so at the end of round 4, we'll slip stitch, and then I will chain up 2, and we'll start round 5. So you do 5, 6, and 7 on your own, and I will see you right back after 7. All right, here we are after round 7. This is about what your hat should look like. Now we have just 2 more rounds, and for this hat, I did a different color for the last 2 rounds, just to kind of give it a different feel so it wasn't fully white. For this one today, I'm just going to stick with the same color. It will be easier to show the video, and I think this is fine since it's not a solid, but you can change the color if you want for the last 2 rounds. And from here we are going to chain up 2, And this round and the next are going to be front post and back post double crochet. So if you need more help with that, I'm going to show you how to do it. But if I'm not helping you enough here, you need a little longer to learn, I'll put a little card up here. You can click on that video and it will teach you the front and back post double crochet. It's really easy. It's just the regular double crochet, but instead of going through the stitches like normally we do our double crochet here and here and here, we're going to go around the post from the round that we just did. So we're going to go around each of these posts in the front and in the back. Okay, so for the very first one, this is our first post. This is our double crochet, or our chain two, I'm sorry, from the round before. So we're not going to go into that. This here is our first post, and we're just going to do a double crochet around it. So yarn over, and then we're going to go behind this post, and we're going to come through the front for the front post. All right, and then you just do your double crochet. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And that just gives it more texture. And now for the next one, we're going to do a back post. So this can feel a little tricky if you've never done it, but it works up really fast once you get going, especially with this thicker yarn, because you don't have to crochet tightly. Definitely allow yourself some, to be more loose with this. So we're going to yarn over, and then the best way that I like to do it is I flip this back like that, and we're going to go around this post. So you're going to go in through the back and you're going to come back out through the back. All right, so this is the post we're going through or going around. Just flip and go in and then come out the back. And then you can just do your double crochet. Like I said, if you need more help, go ahead and click on that card I had, and I will also have in the description box below a link to this video for front back post. And we're just going to do that all the way around, front post, back post. Okay, so I'll do one more of each with you. For the front, we're just going to go around this way, come through the front and do our double crochet. And then the next one we're going to do back post. Go around the back. Okay, so go ahead and finish up round 8, and then we're going to do the same for round 9, but I'll meet you back before that just to show you where to put them. Okay, so I'll see you after round 8. Now I've come up to the end of round 8 here, and you will end with a front post double crochet because we have an odd number of stitches with 33. Okay, so you'll end with a front post, and we will slip stitch into the top of the first one that we did, not this chain 2 here, but the top of the first double crochet. All right, and you can kind of see that texture there. And then we will do our last round. So chain up 2, and we're going to do front post, back post again, but we'll just go around the post that we did from the last round. So it'll be easier because you can kind of see them sticking out. So we go front post around the front posts, and then we'll do back post around the back post. And you'll do that in every stitch around. And this will be the last round, but if you feel like you need it to be a little bit longer, you can just repeat this round. Like maybe one more time or something, but I'm just going to do this round. So I will do mine off camera, and I will meet you back at the end of round 9. All right, I'm coming up to the very end here, and again you will end with a front post double crochet, and then we will slip stitch to the very first, and I have to show you this. Look at it just so happened I got to the end of my yarn. I love when that happens. And then from here you will just chain 1 and cut a tail. I don't have to cut mine because I already have one, and pull through, and you'll want to weave that end in. Okay, and make sure that you go back and weave in this one from the magic circle as well. And there we go, there's our hat, and from there you can put a faux fur pom on, or a yarn pom, or 2. I was going to maybe do these blues, but I don't know that that really matches. Let me zoom out a little bit. I can't tell if these blues would look silly with that. It doesn't totally match. So I might just do like a single brown one or something. But you can do that if you'd like, and or you could leave it as is. So thank you so much for watching. If you make this and you are on TikTok or Instagram, I am at Creations Misfit there. I would love for you to tag me so I can see your project. And again, please like, comment, subscribe. I hope that you can check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Bye.